I've been involved with 4 DTSs, and what really continues to draw me to it is just how life-changing it can be.
DTS is definitely difficult, and you'll have to do lots of challenging things, but it's also a very safe and supportive environment, and I couldn't think of anywhere better to start learning new things and stepping out of your comfort zone.
God has been at work just through the daily life of the YWAMers being where they are, right in the middle of such a diverse neighborhood. Everything that they do, the streets that they walk on, it affects lives, just the little things.
In 5 months, we have students coming from all over the world to take part in our DTS programs. We usually spend 3 months here in Winnipeg and 2 months on an international outreach. While they're here with us in Winnipeg, they partake in many parts of our life. Outreach here in the West End of Winnipeg, which is one of the poorer neighbourhoods, a neighbourhood that is known generally for the bad things of Winnipeg rather than all the good and amazing things that happen here. And so our students get the chance to be a part of every part of community life. I find that one of our best tools we have for our DTS is the neighbourhood in which we live in.
Every person brings their different experiences and their different cultures to life here in this neighborhood.
I love the West End. It's very colorful and unique and multicultural. Of course, it also has its challenges. There's lots of issues with gangs and violence and poverty, but there are also a lot of really great programs in the West End, community centers and other programs for youth.
I help out here at the Building Belonging. It's an after-school program. It's with kids from ages to 6 to 12. We help in the kitchen, we help get prepared for the snack, but we also play with the kids, do awesome crafts, and play games and get to know them. And it's really cool because you're walking in the neighborhood and you see all these kids that you know. And we're in the city. We're among the people that live here, and we're part of them. And this is our city, and so I think that really shapes who we are in our community and the people that we spend time with, and it shapes the way that we do ministry.
A few years ago, my husband and I bought a house here in Winnipeg, and rather than buy the best house or the most attractive house, we chose a house that had history to it. Our house was a former gang house, but there's something really beautiful about redemption, and when you take something that's old and beat up and you make it beautiful again. And so our DTS students live in that very house. It's now renovated and looks completely different, but it's a very intimate setting.
It's been great staying in the house with the students. Generally, the times outside of classes and formal kind of scheduled times are the times when you have the best conversations, and you get to process through with everyone else what's going on, and also you get to learn a lot about what it really means to live in true community and to foster those relationships.
Before doing my DTS, my Christian faith was very passive, and it was mostly centered on going to church and believing the right things, and it didn't really go anywhere beyond that. But my DTS really showed me ways that Christianity can be a very practical thing. Our lives should be preaching the gospel. It's not just the words we speak or expressing our certain beliefs, but rather how we treat the people around us, how we treat each other. Jesus said that we would be known to be Christians because of our love for one another. There's a lot of stories that come out of a ministry we do called Roses to Prostitutes. And every time that I bring a group out to do it, at least one person in the group, if not multiples, will react to the act of giving these roses to the girls who are working by saying, you know, they're just like us.
A few years ago, we were really challenged as a base to get involved in justice issues. We were challenged to live out Micah 6:8, exploring issues of poverty, of human trafficking, of orphans, and other issues like this are a great way to both understand ourselves and understand God. And at the end of the day, I really feel like God cares a lot about the justice issues of the world.
As individuals and as a community together, we really stress the importance of loving God and serving God with all of our head and our heart and our hands. So with our lives and the way we live and our actions, and with our heart, with all of our passion, and with our minds, you know, with all of our thoughts.
To those of you that are thinking of coming to do DTS here in Winnipeg, I'd say if you have a heart for homelessness and poverty and you seek to right injustice, then Winnipeg's the place for you.